Emily Hartung. She's explosive, she's great off one foot, and she buries it.
Coach Shoji said she's working so hard, and she gets up and just hammers that ball high and hard for Hawaii.
3 kills for Hartung. Hartung won a national championship her junior year for Mizuno Long Beach. Junior Olympic All-American.
That ball was passed tight to the net, and the setter just tipped the net trying to save that ball.
As former setters that we both are, we love that set, though.
Oh, absolutely. The one-hand set, trying to save it, you just can't hit the net.
Giddens. Hewitt. I mean, her hands over the net. If you're showing a young middle blocker, if you TiVo this game and you're going over it and you keep rewinding it, watch her footwork and watch her hands.
She seals the net, and she looks like she's really making an effort to seal the net. No balls getting through. That is great technique.
She's touching everything, even that one, but they were unable to dig it. Point goes to New Mexico State. 9-14 on the board as Giddens goes back to serve, and Tonga comes in.
I think anytime you're an opponent playing Hawaii, you probably have nightmares for at least a week after about all the balls that come back at you that are normally kills.
Great women's volleyball being played all around the country tonight. Texas beat Iowa State in 5. Chop shot, back set, into the net by Satelli. How nice is it for Dave Shoji to have a senior setter with this group? You have 2 freshmen out on the floor. I mean, Danny Mafua really does a nice job of just being a floor general.
You're right. She, Danny Mafua, and Elizabeth Kaiahue, another senior, it's just a calming factor on the floor to have that experience.
Into the net. As Hewitt starting to become an impact offensively and defensively. She's been a big reason why Hawaii is leading 16-10. 4 kills and 4 blocks. One-handed over the net. Tonga has about 2 inches on that line, and she hit it.
Jenna DeVries pushed that ball out right to the antenna, and Tonga snuck it by the blocker. Not a lot of room, great swing.
Tonga with 3 kills. Ellen Mix back into the game to serve. Jump float. Cross court to Weber. Satelli, no stopping it.
Satelli's got a lot of nice range, number 14 in green for Hawaii. Great pass, she could have set anywhere. Goes to Satelli, nice cross-court swing.
And Tonga is blocked by Mafua and Hartung. Excuse me, Satelli and Hartung get the block. 18-11, Hawaii once again in control.
Hawaii not surprised where the ball's going outside a lot for New Mexico State. Hartung and Satelli, solid block for Hawaii.
So much great history in the sport of volleyball when you talk about the University of Hawaii as we flash back to 3 of their national championships.
1982 won their first NCAA title. And the next year, back-to-back, 1983, Hawaii again claims the title. 1987, their last NCAA championship. They were dominant in the 80s, but they're always right there.
14 straight WAC titles. They've only lost 4 WAC matches in 14 years. They've been to 9 national semifinals, an incredible number. Dave Shoji in his 36th season, 17 straight NCAA tournament appearances. There's how they match up.
third behind Penn State and Stanford with 27.
Wow. USC with 25, Texas, BYU, and Pacific with 24. Impressive numbers.
Dave showed you the winningest, most active coach coaching right now. A little bit redundant, but I think you get the picture.
And he is active too with that stand-up paddling, staying in the shape. And he looks good as Hartung puts it away.
Hartung doing a good job, number 17 in green for Hawaii. Very active, every opportunity, giving her setter a nice target to set.
Tonga. Blocked again. Satelli and Hartung. You know, Hartung's a young lady that I coached against for a couple years, and she would drive you crazy as the opposing coach because she was so fast, worked so hard. You'd always say, man, I wish I coached her. She's just one of those kids, you know, that just got things done, and Dave Shoji loves what she's doing at Hawaii. They're rolling now. Blocking has been the story tonight. 6 blocks to 0.
Well, it starts with tough serving. Hawaii's getting New Mexico State in trouble, so Hawaii is never surprised where the ball's going. That time, perfect pass by New Mexico State. Jenna DeVries gets the ball to Kelsey Brennan. That's how they need to run their offense, but they really need to pass.
All you young middles, see how early Kelsey Brennan was up? That's how you do it. She's a workhorse.
When you're a middle blocker, you want to get up and give your setter a nice target to give the ball to feed.
Did you used to yell at your middles, Holly?
My middles were all hungry. They wanted the ball every time.
Tell them if you work, I'll feed you.
They were working.
22-12. Gentile Satelli, transfer from St. Mary's. Dad played in the NFL. Mom won 2 of those national championships in 82 and 83 at Hawaii. You see Kayla Goodman for the first time. Hartung's blocked, but it's kept alive. Goodman, wrist snap. And Woods squeaks it by the block and down.
New Mexico State worked hard to win that rally, but on the Hawaii side, Kanani Danielson made a phenomenal cover play on her, I think it was her middle hitter attack. She came from nowhere to cover the block from New Mexico State.
Weber with a little heat from the left side.
Michelle Weber's doing a great job for her Hawaii. She's only playing the front row. That relieves some of the pressure. All she needs to do is focus on her offense and her blocking.
Jenna DeVries, captain. 2009 AVCA All-American, honorable mention. Talking to Glenn Sapp, head referee, getting an explanation. Crowd coming alive. Mexico State ranks 19th in attendance. They average over 1,800 fans. Quick set. Well done. That's why you shoot the free ball to that zone 2-3. You get it right back and Hartung puts it away.
Zone 2-3 is that short right area. It's usually the setter there or a hitter who wants to hit, who's not thinking about passing the ball.
Heads up play by Ka'aihu'e. Giddens this time chisels from the left side, off the arm and out of bounds.
Nice pass by New Mexico State. Nice set to Giddens. Still would love to see them use their middle a little bit more. It's going to create some hold in the blocking pattern by Hawaii.
Set point for Hawaii. Tight ball. And it's a lift Point goes to Hawaii. They now lead 2-0. Hawaii, in dominant fashion, takes set 1 and 2.
Hawaii passed the ball extremely well as the match went on. A little bit of a shaky start. New Mexico State passed the ball well at the beginning and then really struggled after that, and there were no surprises to where the offense for New Mexico State was going only outside. Hawaii's dominant blockers really had a field day after that.
Coming up at the intermission, national scene talk, live coaches' comments, and storyline stars. We're going to bring in now the head coach for the University of Hawaii, Dave Shoji. And Dave, I don't know what you're going to tell the ladies at the intermission, but you got to be happy with the way they're playing, especially your blocking. Your leading block 6-0.
Well, we've been a good blocking team, and we're trying to take Giddens cross court. She's very, very good. She hits a heavy ball, but we need to be taking her seam in cross court, so we've done a good job there.
I liked what we saw from you as the match went on. Anything you'd like to see more of from your team?
Well, we started out poorly, and we didn't pass well, but now we're passing. We only set the middles twice in game 1, so we're trying to get them involved. I think Hartong had 3-4 kills that game, and Hewitt also. So if we can pass the ball better, we'll get the middles involved, and then that kind of opens up the outside too. So everything starts with the pass.
Thanks, Dave. We appreciate your time. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Hawaii leads 25-16, 25-14, 2-0. National scene, Penn State. Can they go for number 4? We'll talk about it after the break.